Hey y'all, what's up? What's up? What's up? Whew, just got back from the hospital, y'all. Your girl had to call 911. Now let me tell you, y'all know I be doing everything. Couldn't do everything. I feel like it ain't pretty much nothing that I really can't do. And when I feel like I can't do it, then I'll hire somebody to do it for me. Right? So y'all know I do my lawn. So I was going out there because a big old tree branch fell down in the storm yesterday. And it was huge in my front yard. And I was like, I drug it to the curb a little bit because it was like right in my front yard, maybe 5 or 10 feet from the curb. So I was like, yeah, I can go ahead and pull that over there. But because it didn't fall like right on the curb, I don't know how many feet it have to be before the city come and pick it up. It's considered their issue. But when you own your property, once it's a certain feet back, then it's your issue. I put it on the curb and I was wondering, like, is it their issue? But it don't matter. If they don't pick it up right away, I can't stand for something to be out of order anyway. So I'm going to still end up getting a tree branch and probably sawing that mug down into pieces to put in my fire pit. So I had a hair appointment today at 1. It's really cold outside today. The weather flip-flopped on us. It's been really cold the last couple of days, period. Real cold and real windy. So I was like, well, let me go out here and let me go get this tree branch and just pull it on to the back and set it next to my fire pit, because my fire pit full from me cutting the tree down the other day, and I didn't burn those tree barks yet. So I just set it next to the fire pit, and I was like, damn, as I was going back there, y'all know I've been treating my lawn, treating the dandelions, my yard looking a hot mess. I can't stand for my yard to look a mess. That bothers me so much. It bothers my OCD so much. I mean, I spent a lot of money on a driving lawnmower, so like, I'm finna go out here and go ahead and, do my own lawn. So when I was pulling a tree branch to the back, I was like, this lawn look a mess. It's cold outside. I really prefer I just put on the jacket, put something over my head so all the grass and stuff won't get in it. Take the leaf thing off back of it so I don't have to dump the leaf thing. Then plus when you let your grass go back into the grass, it's kind of like it's nourishing for your grass. I forget what you call it, but y'all know what I'm talking about. Nevertheless, I took the back things off and I was like, you know what? I got time before my hair appointment come, about 3 hours. I had already ran some dishwater because I'm finna do the dishes in the house. But I'm like, and start my laundry, and I had already done a couple things in the house. So I'm like, well, I know I got a double lot. I got a lot of land, but my driving mower, I did a lot of other stuff around my house already. So with my driving mower, it just don't take me that long. So let me just go ahead and drive this thing on around the yard, right? Y'all. So, I'm just in pain right now. Jesus. So I drive the lawnmower around the yard and I get everything done. The only thing I can't get, like, some of my edges, like my driving lawnmower is big, so you can't get real close to stuff. So with that, I take my hedger, and mind you, I got a hedger that's about this thick, and the blade, it's a blade that go round and round with crunchy things. It's a blade, thick blade. I'm gonna post some pictures after I finish with this live, but it's the thick blade that go round and round. You put the battery pack in there, it's cordless, and you can get like all your edging. And I like that. I don't really like the one with the string. I like the metal thick blade because it knocks some stuff down. So I done went all around my whole yard. I started like in the front by my little lights, and I walked all the way around. Any edges I couldn't get with the lawnmower, I walked all the way around, got all my edges, got around my fireplace, got around my little back sidewalk area, around Sun Dog house, my little shed, did all that, came back up front. I seen I needed to do my mailbox and the little edging right up on the front. Just get those little edges where, I'd be scared to tip over on the lawnmower if I drive it too close to the edge, the girl be in the street, right? So I was like, I just wait and get it with my hedge. So I finished doing that, but I didn't do the front part. I said, I'll do that on the way back. Let me go get along the fence. Where I didn't get around my little garden. So I got all that done, y'all. I got all the way. I'm finished. Now I'm walking to the front so I can go ahead and knock out by the mailbox. And I'm holding, the blade is still going. I was going to cut it off, but I didn't. Because I'm finna still hedge when I get up to the front. But I learned a lesson today. Because I should have cut it off. I didn't cut it off, and I was holding the hedger by my hand, and I'm walking. And it must have caught my damn pants and went in my leg. And it stopped. but I'm hearing the motor running. I look down. It's crazy because I didn't even feel it, y'all. I didn't even feel the pain. I just looked down and I was like, is this the edger in my leg? But I'm hearing the motor still running like it still want to finish, but my pants is caught around the hedger and it's in my leg. So I'm like, okay, now my whole thing now is I'm just standing there. I'm not in no pain. I'm just tripping because I see what's going on, but I'm not feeling nothing at this moment. So I'm like, so should I want to cut it off because I hear the motor still running. If this thing could just go ahead and just chop my leg off, right? So I'm like, okay, I hear the motor running. How do I cut this motor off? So it's this button that you push at the top to take the battery out, but you got to give it a nudge. Mind you, this whole blade is in my leg. So I can't, plus I don't want to pull, I don't want to push and cause it to just keep spinning to go finish going through my leg. I hear the motor. So I'm like, okay, I've seen this button. There's 2 buttons you press to start it, but for some reason, this particular hedger stay started, which to me, that should be not good. That should be like a health precaution, because if you ain't holding the buttons and you ain't hedging, it shouldn't be running. It was still running. I didn't cut it off because I'm finna go cut more stuff in the front. So I was pushing the button. I seen the power button. I pressed the power, but I'm still hearing like this thing still want to run. It's running. It's running and it's in my leg. So I'm like, okay, what do I do? Cause I want the power to be off. I don't really want to be standing here with a whole hedger in my leg, and it's on, it's running. It could keep going. Cause anything that got like power in it is cutting, it pulled when it's cutting, it's pulled. So that's the last thing I want to happen. So I'm like, damn, I ain't got my phone with me. Usually I have my phone with me cause I go live, and I should have been live. I damn near wished I would have been live cause somebody could have called 911 for me at this point. Cause now I don't have my phone is in the house on the bed. Cause I wasn't coming out there to fucking do the yard. I was coming outside to move the tree in the back while son potty. And that's it. I just ended up doing the yard because I'm OCD, and the yard was driving me crazy when I pulled the branch in the back and I couldn't help myself but do my lawn. So I'm standing there and I'm like, my phone is in the house on the bed. I got to get to my phone. At this point, I'm still not really feeling no pain, but I'm scared. So I'm kind of panicking a little bit. And I'm like, fuck, you know what I'm saying? Don't nobody see me, you know what I'm saying? I'm like back here in the back, all the way on this side of my shed. I'm not like where my other neighbors can see me. I'm all the way over here, kind of like I gotta get out in the open. So I walk from the back, and I'm walking up to the front, and I get up to the front, and I get past the RV, and I'm up in the front. And I figure I should have came in the house straight to my phone if I would have known I wasn't going to get nobody to help me. So I'm standing in the front, but while I'm walking, it all of a sudden feel like blood is pouring down the back of my leg. It feel like it's just wet. It just feel that way. I'm just, all of a sudden that's what I'm feeling. Cause remember, I didn't feel nothing, but I'm walking on it now. But I'm holding the edger because it's stuck in my leg. So I'm holding the edger and I'm walking with the edger in my leg, the hedger, whatever you want to call the damn thing. I'm walking with it stuck in my leg. And when I get to the end, I just start screaming. I got neighbors right here. My other neighbors on my other side are kind of far away, but they nosy. They watch shit in the neighborhood. So I'm pretty sure if they see me, I'm waving my hand and I'm screaming to the top of my lungs. Then my neighbors across the street, I remember I had a encounter with them last year on the 4th of July. They asked me to stop doing my fireworks when the whole town was doing fireworks because they got PTSD and all that situation. Prejudice though. Now I know they can hear. You hear them fireworks, I'm screaming louder than a firework could even be. Right? So if you heard the fireworks, bitch, you heard me. You heard me screaming to the top of my lungs. Yes, you did. So anywho, I'm at the end, I'm at the middle, kind of like to the end of my parking lot where people can see me. I'm past the RV. I'm like at the end where people can see me. I'm in a spot where all the houses damn near can see me because of where my house sit. and I'm screaming, and I'm holding on to I'm still holding on to the thing in my leg. So I got my right hand free, and I'm screaming, and I'm, help, to the top of my lungs, help, somebody help me, call 911, help. So son outside with me at this point, he crying because he see his mama is hurt. His mama hurt. So son crying, he looking for help. He looking for help. He looking around. I'm crying. I'm screaming, help, somebody help me, please, somebody help me, call 911. I'm still holding the damn ledger in my leg, the edger. I'm holding that damn edger in my leg. I can't move that because it's stuck in my leg, and I don't want to drop it. I don't want to move it. I don't want to, you know what I'm saying, trigger it to keep sawing my leg. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, somebody help me. Nobody looking outside. Nobody coming outside. I'm looking at the neighbor's house to my right because my driveway is right next to their lawn. And I'm like, can I make it over there? I'm really trying not to walk no more with this whole edger stuck in my leg, man. I'm trying not to walk no more with the whole fucking edger stuck in my leg because I don't want to do no more damage than what's already probably done. So I'm like, can I make it next door and knock on their door? Will somebody even answer? Because I know they hear me. I know somebody got to hear me screaming for help. Somebody got to hear me screaming for help. So at this point, now I'm crying. I start crying because I feel like I don't got nobody to help me. Ain't nobody here to help me, and my phone is in the house. I done walked past my garage where I could have done made it in the house by now to call 911, but I figured when I was walking towards the front and I felt like it was something pouring down the back of my leg, I figured it was blood. I didn't want to walk in the house. I just wanted to go get help. So, you know what I'm saying? Just somebody called for help at that point. After I realized, well, nobody coming to help me, I turned around. I walked back all the way down my long driveway. Anybody who know my crib or seen the pictures, my driveway long. I walked all the way back down the driveway. I'm holding the hedger. Look, my hand's still like this whole time while I'm talking to y'all. Cause I'm holding, that's what I was doing. I was holding that hedger the whole time. I'm just holding the hedger in my leg. I'm holding the hedger in my leg. So, I come back up the driveway. I come through the garage. Couldn't even come through the first door because that's not open. I only had my garage doors open. So I come through the garage and I walk up these stairs that I got from my 3-season room into my kitchen, through my kitchen into my bedroom. My phone was laying on my bed. I grabbed my phone, hurry up, picked it up. You got to put the fingerprint, all that old crazy shit up in there. And I dialed 911. I was like, at this time, I'm panicking because I'm walking, I'm going all up steps. I got this hedger stuck in my leg and I'm holding it and I'm going up the steps and I'm coming in the house and I called 911 and I'm like, I'm panicking now. Like I'm kind of going into anxiety. I'm having an anxiety attack. I'm probably shocked. I still don't really feel no pain, but I feel like something running down the back of my leg. And I'm just wondering, my mind is going a million miles an hour, like how I'm finna live the rest of my life. Cause I don't really know the damage at this point. Like, I'm finna lose my foot. I am a diabetic. Am I finna is this thing, I don't know how far this blade is in my leg. I don't know. Everything is just sitting there and I don't really know how far it's in there. I'm just thinking about like my future. I'm thinking about, you know, me being here by myself and having to go through the healing process. I'm just thinking about a lot of things. Maybe 1 foot, you know what I'm saying? Walking around with 1 foot, like, you know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff is going through my mind. So I'm on the phone, 911 answer. I'm like, hey, you know, I send the ambulance right away, you know, and I give her my address and, she said, well, what's going on? What's going on? Man, I got an edger stuck in my leg. What happened? You know, what happened? I got an edger stuck in my leg. Send 911. Send the ambulance. That's what you do. So she on the phone, couldn't get my address right. I'm like, what I'm wondering is that why my cell phone wasn't showing my address of where I was. Why did she have to keep asking me for my address? So I gave it to her again. She had it wrong. She kept saying 5 at the end. I said, not 5 south, not 5 south. Then she got to tripping. I can't hardly understand you because you're screaming. Well, how else? You ain't hearing me when I was talking regular. So I got to scream at this point. You know what I'm saying? Get somebody. Can't you see where I'm at from my phone? Give me some help here right now. I don't even know if this thing is cut off. I just need you to get here. So she finally got my address right. And I'm like, ready to tell her, bye, I'm finna go back outside and I'm finna hold this ledger and wait on this edger and wait on these people to come. She like, no, you need to stay on the phone with me and I'm going to stay with you until the ambulance get there. What are you doing now? I'm walking back outside. So while I'm on the phone with her, I'm screaming for son because son's still outside. I'm screaming for son, come on, boy, because I don't want to leave my dog outside. I know they finna take me to the hospital. I know. I don't want to leave my garage and all that stuff open. My keys, all that. So I come in and out my house with the garage door opener. So I got son to come. I told son go in the house. He crying, he whining because he worried about his mama. Dogs can sense everything. So he come on back in the house. I went into my truck. I'm still walking now, mind y'all. The whole time I'm holding this edger in my leg. And I'm walking and I'm steady walking up and down steps, all kind of shit. I'm going. So I get into my car. I reach in there and I'm doing everything with my right hand because my left hand is still holding the edger. And I open up the car door and I get the garage door opener out the car. And at this time, I had on the jacket because it was cold outside from doing the lawn. And I put the garage door opener in my pocket. I went and shut the other garage door opener manually with the push button inside of my garage. And then I could shut the other one with this. So I'm like, well, I might as well just go stand. We live in a small town. It can't be longer than a minute or two before the ambulance and stuff pull up because, we in a small town. They should be here really quick. So I leave out the garage. I'm still holding the edger in my leg. And I press the button in my pocket with the other garage door opener. And I shut the garage. So the garage shut. And I walk into I'm still on the phone with the lady because 911 would hang up from me until help arrive. So I'm still on the phone with the 911 lady, and she asking me what happened. It's an edger in my leg. I was doing yard work and it's an edger in my leg. I mean, I don't really know how else you want me to explain, even though I just explained it all to y'all. But on the phone with 911, I really just wasn't trying to just give me some help here. Like we don't really need to have this conversation. Just make sure that the EMS, they pulling up. They pulling up on me. They pulling up for you, girl. Right? So, anywho, I need to blow my nose. So I'm still standing there and it seemed like ain't nobody coming, but this man ride past. Did he ride past? I think he rode past before I was on the phone with 911. He rode past when I was standing out there before I came back in the house, y'all, to get the phone. This man rode past. So I'm backing up a little bit. And he just is happy just speaking to me. I wave, but I'm pointing and I'm doing like, come here. And I'm pointing at me holding the hedger. I don't think he see that it's in my leg. The edger is in my leg. I don't think he see this. And I'm waving at him and he just speaking, hey. And just keep on driving like, no, I'm not saying, hey, I'm saying, come help me. He go a few blocks down and pull in the driveway. I'm still screaming. I see somebody way down the block in their yard, but they doing yard work too. So maybe the equipment that they using is loud to where they couldn't hear me screaming help. But anybody like right here in my vicinity to me should have heard me screaming for help. And that's when I end up coming back in the house and all that happened with the lady. So now I'm back out there, back kind of like in the same spot. I went kind of closer to the end of my driveway. So the ambulance, because mind you, I got the RV out there now. My other car is in back of there because I went and got that stuff done on that car yesterday. I didn't put it back in the garage. That's in back of the RV. So the other side is wide open. I walked down that side and I stopped kind of like by the car. After the RV and stuff, I'm standing by the car and I'm on the phone with 911 and I'm like, where are they? Now I'm really panicking. Now my anxiety is a million. Where is the ambulance? They still not here yet. They still ain't here. She said, well, I'd say that they're en route. They should be there any minute now. They should be there any minute now. So I'm like, okay, they need to come on. And then she was saying something about the police gonna be here first. The ambulance need to get here. The police can't do nothing for me. This ain't no crime. I need to go to the hospital. Right? So, anywho, The ambulance did pull up before the police. The police did come, like, right after them. Let me blow my nose, y'all. Okay. So the police did come right after them. So they pull up. A second ambulance pulled up. Because now, I guess they dispatched what was going on. You know, lady got... she was doing yard work and she got a whole hedger in her leg, like stuck in her leg. We're holding it. She's holding it. It's in there. Her pants is wrapped around it. So I'm telling the EMS, I'm telling the ambulance guy, I'm like, say, I only got one hand because I've been holding the edger with my left hand. I've been holding the edger with my left hand. I can't let it go because it's in my leg, but I want you to take the battery out of it because it seemed like I kept still hearing the motor running. And I don't want this edger to finish cutting through my leg. So I'm going to hold it. Now, mind you, at this point now I'm feeling pain. I'm feeling pain now. I'm starting to feel the pain. I guess the shock done went away. I'm really not sure, but I'm feeling pain. And I'm like, you hold it. I'm going to hold it. We're going to hold it. But let me tell you how to take this battery out because we don't want this thing running. I don't want this edger running. It's about this thick metal blade that's in my leg. We don't want this running to continue to go through I don't want it to cut through my bone. I don't even know how far it's in there right now. All I know is whatever is on, it stopped it. It's stuck. And it just stuck. So whatever the edger is on inside of my skin or whatever, it stopped it from running, but I don't want it to start back up, continue to run, to go through the rest of my leg. None of that. I don't want none of that to happen. So you hold it. I'm going to hold it. And it's this button on the front that you push down and you gotta pull that battery out. It don't just slide out easily because it's hard to even clamp in. It's a nice strong clamp. So you gotta push that button and you gotta pull that battery out. So he pushing the button and he trying to pull the battery out. We both like, cause it's in my leg. It's in my leg. So I'm like, we don't want to move this thing too much or shake it too much while you're trying to pull the battery out, but you got to hold it. And I'm telling you, it's a tug and just yank it, pull it out. Just pull it out. So I said, I got the edger and you got the edger with your other hand. Take that hand and get it out. So he pushed the button and he got it out. Both of us, I'm like, he even, you know what I'm saying? Cause when you see it sitting in my leg, we both like, you know what I'm saying? But he get the battery up out the edger. So now I feel a little bit more confident. My anxiety ain't to the roof because I don't hear the motor no more and this thing can't finish cutting through my leg because it can't turn on without the battery. So the battery is out. Now I feel a little bit more better. I'm steady holding it though. I'm even holding it. Now they gotta cut my clothes because part of my pants, I gotta take them off by now. But my pants, they had to cut these off me. So my pants was wrapped around the edger. My pants is probably what saved my leg. Cause the cloth from these pants wrapped around the edger, and that's probably what helped it stop, along with it being in my skin and my, you know what I'm saying? But luckily it wasn't a bone that made it stop. It was these pants. Cause now that, now that I'm home, I know that it didn't cut my bone. It didn't go that far, but it was in there. So the pants stopped it from going so far in because the pants, whatever material this is, they come with these damn stretch pants. I recommend that material. I might have to promote these damn pants. Cause when I tell y'all the material so strong on these pants, it held that blade. If y'all know anything about the edger that I got with that thick blade that you go, that thing go through some stuff. It go through wood, all kind of stuff, man. That thing go through some stuff. For these pants to hold it down, these pants held it down. First and foremost, I'm gonna praise this due to God, cause he before everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, he created the person who created the pants. You know what I'm saying? So, God, thank God. You feel me? But these pants wrapped around that damn blade, y'all, and stopped it from going any further. So they out there, they cutting. Well, they asked him, they was like, you got some scissors? And one of the people was like, the police officer there. Now all the police there. Now, I'm telling you, there's so many people out of my driveway. When y'all see one of the pictures, y'all gonna see all the hands facing down towards me, helping me. there was a lot of people out there. Mind you, my town's small, though nothing really happened here. So me having a whole piece of lawn equipment in my leg probably gonna be the talk of the town for the next couple of weeks, cause nothing happen here, right? So they was asking for some scissors. The police officer was like, I got a knife, I got something. So he took his little knife out, and they trying to cut this material. This material wasn't cutting with no knife, y'all. That knife was not doing it. So I'm like, I got some scissors in the house, and then the way he was trying to cut through, you could see like it wasn't working, and he started pulling, but mind you, I'm still holding the edger. It's still in my leg. So while you're cutting the material, you're shifting my leg while this blade is in my leg. No, them not scissors that's not cutting properly. Stop. Go in my house. If y'all want some scissors, I got plenty of scissors in the crib. I'm going to have to direct you where to go get them, but we can get some scissors. So at this point, the second ambulance done pulled up, and they was like, we got some scissors. So they go in their ambulance and grab the scissors, and they cutting my pants off, and they finally get the pants off the blade of the edger. And at this point, we still don't know, should we pull it out? We don't know if it done hit any arteries. We don't know, you know what I'm saying? Should we pull the blade out my leg? We know we want to, because, we got to. We gonna have to, but they still, the hospital, mind you, a couple of blocks away from the crib. I started to jump in my vehicle and just hold the damn edger and drive myself to the hospital. But I don't know if I was gonna pass out. Mind you, I told you it felt like blood was running all down the back of my leg or whatnot. So, they came to the conclusion, go get some gauze, go get, the stuff that you need to do to cover up a wound, and we're gonna pull the blade out. So I'm holding the blade. The one, paramedic guy, he's standing there with me. He kind of holding the blade with me. We hold the whole machine, cause not just the blade. We ain't holding the blade. We holding the whole damn edger. So they come back with the stuff, and it was like, I'm finna get ready to pull it out. And I was like, yeah, okay. You know what I'm saying? And I'm nervous. You know what I'm saying? But all this going on, I still don't see no blood, but I felt it running down my leg, y'all. I swear I had felt blood running all down my leg, and wetness and warmness. I felt it, but I'm still not seeing no blood. So he get the pants off, and he pull the edger out my leg, and they hurry up and put some gauze on it, and they don't want to touch nothing because they don't know if it done cut anything inside of there, any arteries, whatever, whatnot. So they just hurry up and put the gauze thing on it, tape that down, and I'm still really not seeing no blood, but I know I feel it in my leg. I feel him pulling it out of my leg, but I'm still really not seeing no blood. And I'm like, I ain't walking around without bleeding. You feel me? So anywho, they get me to the hospital. They must have called it in. Everybody at the hospital waiting. When I tell you, it was a pack of people waiting, because I guess the way everything was described, like a whole garden of lawn tool inside of a lady's leg, and all this, that, and the other. They was thinking about amputation, all kind of stuff. When I tell y'all, it was a whole team of people. When I made it to the hospital at the thing, I get in, they get me over there, and they open up the little package thing they put on there. They see what's going on. Dude put together some solution to clean it, but he don't want to clean it until the doctor come in, because they want to see, he don't want to touch nothing. So he was like, it's pretty wide and it's deep, but I want the doctor, I don't want to touch nothing. I don't see like tree like debris, leaves, grass, right where I can see it. So I don't want to start cleaning it. I want the doctor to come in first. So I'm like, you ain't gonna clean it. That was one of the first things I was thinking, shit, I damn near wanted to do. Like, this is a whole metal that I've been cutting through trees, grass, a whole metal blade, thick blade just came up out my leg. You ain't finna clean it? So I'm just laying there now at this point, waiting on, I done called my brother too. After I hung up with 911, I called my brother and let him know, hey bruh, you know what I'm saying? Woo, woo, woo. I'm on my way to the hospital. I'm at work. I'm finna call Monica, my sister-in-law. She'll be there. Right? So I'm like, okay. So I asked him when I'm in the room, I'm just laying there. I'm getting pain now. I'm just in pain, but I'm just like trying to, lay there and just, deal with the situation. And I'm like, I'm like, is my sister-in-law here? My sister here yet? Did my sister make it? And they was like, I don't know yet. And I guess she did make it there, because everything, like I said, real close in town. But they was questioning her, asking her if, about me, if I'm allergic to anything, different stuff like that. She let them know I was a diabetic, you know, just different stuff like that. So, they let her come back. They, you know, to the room. Her and my niece came. Whew. So they all back there with me, and they back there with me in the room. And my niece, she ain't scared of nothing. She looking at the wound. She like, oh, you know, eyes big, looking like, wow, you know, just looking. My sister-in-law, she ain't want to see. When they kind of put my leg to the side and opened the thing, and for me to see, I looked a little bit. I didn't want to see either. And he was like, you cut through the muscle. Your muscle is right there. You cut through that. And he was like, well, the doctor be in here in a minute or whatever. Woo, woo, woo. Nevertheless, y'all, your girl, I made it. I'm alive. I got stitches. They come out in 10 days. I cut through my muscle. I cut through quite a few tissues. It was about, what did he say? It was wide. It was over an inch wide, and then it was pretty deep. So the width was open. It was wide. So they stitched all that stuff up, and when they put this numb stuff on, stuck this numb stuff around there before they did all the stitching. To me, that hurt the worst. Whatever needles they was pushing in there to make my leg numb before they start doing the stitching and stuff, every needle that they put in my leg, I felt it. I was like, ah! I was just crying. My sister-in-law was holding my hand, and I was just screaming. I was, ah! Whatever that needle is that they put in, that hurt. But after the numbness kick in, you don't feel nothing. Then they poke the needle all around and ask you, do you feel that? You be like, nope, 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 nope. So whatever numb stuff they put in there definitely worked. They gave me an antibiotic. They gave me a tetanus shot, because it's been a few, I think 4 or 5 years since I had my tetanus shot. Is that what you call it? Tetanus shot, y'all? I think that's what you call it. You wanted to cry with me, Monty? Oh, you could have, because goddamn, that would have relieved some of my crying. That was a big cry. That was really, I didn't like that feeling. Them needles was they long? Because I wasn't looking. I had my head turned. Was them needles long or something? It felt like the worst pain ever when he was poking me in my legs like that. But, they poke you afterwards and make sure you ain't feeling no more pain, and I wasn't. And, so they went on ahead and stitched me up and stuff, and my sister-in-law was right there for me. She took me home after that, but when they told me to stand up to, you know, get ready to leave, that's when the pain seemed like it came back, the pressure. Like, I'm a heavy girl, and I'm heavy up top. So all that pressure and weight on my ankles, so I'm heavy up top, and I stood up on my leg and just standing on there. They were long and very thin. I felt every inch of them needles. I ain't lying. But when I stepped down on my foot, that's when I could feel the pressure again. I was like, can he give me? I asked the doctor, excuse me, the nurse, could you have him give me some more of that numb stuff before I leave? Because I could feel pressure on the wound once I stood on my foot. And he was like, oh, unfortunately, that's just for when we putting the stitches in. Like, damn, I need some more of that. Because I'm in pain when I step down. But they gave me they told me to take ibuprofen and Tylenol. And brought me a wheelchair so I could be wheeled, because I didn't want to do all that walking back to not the way it was feeling when I stepped on my foot. So I'm back home, and I stood on one foot and did my dishes when I got in the house. I sat down for a minute. I took these ibuprofen and Tylenol Monica gave me, and then I did my dishes. I stood on one foot, and I was like, I can get these dishes done. It ain't that many. I already ran the water. I ain't got to rerun the water. The water's still warm. I'm going to go ahead and knock these few dishes. I'll stand on this one foot, then I could just rest for the rest of the day. So I came in my room, and I was coming in here to rest for the rest of the day, but it looked like my floor was a little bit dirty next to my bed. So I grabbed my mop and cleaned the mop head standing on one foot. And I didn't steam mop my floor like I usually do, but I did get that mop head clean and put it back on the thing. And with that one leg, I had to mop my bedroom, and make my bed up a little bit. My baby up here with me. I ain't gonna do nothing else though. I ain't gonna do nothing else. I know I'll be hard-headed when people tell me, sit your butt down. That's your problem now. That's what the problem is right there now. Sit down. Sit your butt down somewhere. But these little couple of things, and you know what I'm saying, I got me a little something to drink, and I'm gonna chill out for the rest of the day. I ain't doing nothing. Cause I feel pressure in the bottom of my foot. Yeah, I ain't been walking on it though, y'all. I'm telling y'all, I stood on one foot. Okay, Monica, I'm sitting down now. I ain't doing nothing else. I'm finna relax. I'm finna find a series to watch on Netflix, Hulu, Timu, or whatever you call that. Something. I'm finna find something to watch, and I'm just finna chill for the rest of the evening. I'm finna call Pizza Hut and order me some wings and pizza. Even though I did go out. Oh, that was something else I did. I hopped my butt out there and got me some turkey necks and put me on some beans. And the only reason why, so I ain't got to be ordering food for the next few days. At least I have something cooked. Even though I just finished beans. I just cooked beans. I ate on beans, but that's one of my favorites. And it's something I don't mind eating over and over again. So I did just put me on some more beans and put them in a slow cooker. So the next few days I will have something to eat on, and I don't have to order food out, you know, like talking about. But nevertheless, that is what it is. Pray for your girl's speedy recovery, because I got shit to do. I got stuff to do, y'all. I got stuff to do, and shit, in another week or two, the grass will be back long. I'm going to go back out there and have to cut it again. But what I did do is learn a lesson, and I recommend this to any and everybody. If you're using any kind of electrical equipment when you're doing your yard work, soon as you finish doing whatever area you're doing, cut it off. Because I should have cut it off and walked to the front at that point instead of carrying it while it was still on. I will never do that again. When you finish doing it, most of the time you got to hold 2 switches to do it. Cut it off. Cut it off. Cut it off. But I will insert some pictures if you got a weak stomach. Don't look at them. I would put them in a live, but I don't know how to do that. I don't think you can, but I'm just going to post a little post so y'all can see the little situation and what your girl just went through. The trauma that I just experienced. All right. Deuces. Make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe. Go to your girl. I'm still alive, so show me love. I'm here. I'm here. Show your girl some love. Go to my website, jalu-cosmetics.com. Order something that's already done so I don't have to get up and make nothing. Not right now. So go look at my inventory and find you something cute and buy you something today. Thank you. Deuces.